change the way you see the world.
To welcome you, our distinguished guests from the world of fashion, film, photography, media, and of course technology, to Huawei's exciting global launch event. You will have no doubt seen the 00 hashtag here today and of course on social media for the last few weeks. This is a launch with an interesting twist. For over a year now, the team at Huawei have been very busy working on some technological innovations and with some of the world's leading partners in photography. This is something that has never been done before. Today is all about collaborating to change the way you see the world and changing smartphone photography forever. So, we have lots to get through this afternoon. We're going to get started. My first introduction is going to be Richard Yu. Richard is the CEO of Huawei Consumer Business Group, and I know he is eagerly awaiting to tell you all about this exciting new product. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Yu.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you to London in a so wonderful season, a spring season. You know that the London is a city with splendid history, with wonderful culture, with modern fashion, technology, everything. So that's why we select London to launch Huawei P-series product. You know, Huawei P-series smartphone, we targeted the best camera experience and the best craftsmanship, the best design. I know from the P6, that is 3 years ago, we launched in London, and we win the ASA, the best European smartphone award. And then to the P7, and then also last year we launched P8 also in London, and all of these 3 products, we win the best smartphone award. So today, you know that if you go back to Huawei, the P6 we launched 3 years ago in London. That's why it's the slimmest smartphone, the full metal phone in that time, and also with the best selfie experience, and also with the first one is called the micro mode 4 centimeter, the photography technologies. And you will see that 2 years ago we launched the P7. We introducing the new craftsmanship 7-layer processing technologies. And also introducing the professional photo imaging processor in the smartphone, which can help you take very good photo in a low light condition. And last year in London, and we launched the Huawei the P8. That's really the full metal craftsmanship smartphone. And also we are in first one in the industry to introducing the 4-color photo imaging sensor instead of 3-color. 4-color photo imaging sensor in our smartphone. And also we're introducing the industry, the leading optical imaging stabilizer, and to help the smartphone to take a very good photo in a low light condition and also in a high contrast environment. So it really can help you to take a wonderful photo pictures. You know that we want Huawei the P-series to leverage the smartphone camera experience to the new level. And Huawei, we're proud of this time we partnership with Leica, the very famous premium iconic brand. You know that in Huawei, globally, many the Leica fans, even in Huawei, even in my team, many Leica fans, they really love the Leica camera experience. You know, we are also thinking that how we can bring the Leica experience to the smartphone. You know, you said today we bring the P9 and the P9 Plus with a partnership with Leica. This is our P9. And this one is our P9 Plus. The one is 5.2 inch, and the other one is 5.5 inch. So two smartphones for your selection could give consumer more choice for selection. So, and also. Thank you. And for Huawei P9, and we want to, using the partnership with Leica, we want to bring you the art of craftsmanship, photography, and the new technologies. So let's first look at our craftsmanship. You know that we our design inspired by the modern architecture, and it's modern, sleek, contemporary. And our P-series consumers, they are smart, they care about design, technology, they know the industry trend, and also they are fashion, expressive. And also, you know, we hope our P-series product, P9, bold, solid, and also iconic in the industry. And premium is a very important element we want to add to our P-series product. All the detailed craftsmanship. And on the P9, we're using the full metal unibody premium technology craftsmanship. And also you can see this with under the metal and the glass is seamless blended together. So we call it softness in hardness. And also you put the phone in your hand, you can our design, organic design, you put the phone in your hand, it's comfortable, solid. And in this tiny body, compact body, we have a large screen, 5.2 inch large screen. You see that it's the similar size than like the iPhone 6s, the 4.7 inch phones, but we have much larger screen, 5.2 inch instead of 4.7 inch. And also, we're introducing the industry the best display technology, which can have the much higher, over 96% the color saturation, and also more brightness, over 5 meters, with a 220 LED light backlight behind. So that's guarantee you in the outdoor environment you can always watch the phone very clearly, and also help you to watch the phones, the photo, the picture more vivid. So that really can bring you much better experience. Thank you. And also the resolution is more than your eye can identify. It's more than 400 ppi. So the high resolution. Another thing that you can see that it's almost invisible edge, very thin, ultra compact, very narrow barrel. You can see only 1.7 millimeters ultra thin, and compare with the other products, compare with the S7, compare with the iPhone 6s, you can see much narrow. And also the beauty in slimness. We are slimmer than the iPhone 6s and much slimmer than S7. You know that in so the tiny body make it slim, it's not easy, it's a difficult thing. And more difficult is that we have no camera bump. No bump. You can see that the bump, sometimes I take two smartphones in my pocket, they together. You may scratch. If you have bumps, you will scratch each other. But without scratch, no camera bump at all, absolutely flush. So And also, you know that in those so tiny body, and we installed 300 milliamp hour large battery, and almost near twice capacity compared with the other products. And also, you will see the size of this phone is the similar size to the small screen phones, but it's a large screen, so compact. We're proud of. And also, you know that every detail shows the quality. So our craftsmanship, the precise design, manufacturing, and also the quality to show the craftsmanship in every detail. And also, you know, we this time for the P9, we bring you 3 types of finishing. First one is the traditional sandblast finishing. This one is the white, is a silver color. Also the sandblast finishing. The comfortable in your hand, the premium one. So no fingerprint, and also it's very comfortable in your hand. Another new technology, the new finishing technology is we're introducing the highly polished brush hairline. That's finishing. And this kind of finishing, I want to show you that we are the first one in the industry that's using this. In the smartphone, using the brush hairline with highly polished. It's shiny, it's smooth, it's like a jewelry feeling. And also you can see that the edge to edge, 360-degree, the brushed hairlines. And you'll see the side, it's like similar like the pillar, the metal pillar. It's shiny and it feels slim, sleek. And also we also provide another finishing. It's we call it ceramic white finishing. It's super glossy, super white. The work of art. And this is a new technology we are using. It's within the ultra thin 0.1 millimeters. We using 5 layers and 23 process to make it. It's really very difficult. So the purest and also layered white, and even you can feel the depth of that. So that we call it ceramic white on the smartphone. But actually, inside the body is a metal body. So it's this kind of coating technology is over the metal body. So in totally, we bring you on the P9 6 color range for your selection. And I have video to show our design. You know, the Huawei P9, we want to bring you the art of craftsmanship, but more importantly, the art of photography. And our camera philosophy is that, you know, that we, because, you know, normal in normal light condition, most smartphone can take good photo. But in low light condition, in high contrast environment, it's quite difficult for the smartphone to take very good photo. Because it's limited by the size of the lens and limited by so it's difficult to do. But Huawei, our philosophy that we want our smartphone to take the good photography even in a very difficult environment. So we push ourselves to the boundary. And we invest a lot to let the smartphone to take a crystal clear photo with a new imaging sensor, with a new lens, with a lot of new technology. And also we are trying to let the smartphone to take beautiful picture. You know, like for example, we are using the new photo imaging processing, the new algorithm to help to do the more beautiful photo. But what's the next level? How can we do better? You know, we like the Leica, the professional the photo. We want to leverage the camera photography to the new level. What's the new level? The artistic. Today, you know, we partnership with Leica, a really iconic premium the camera brand, and they have a video to show what's Leica.
For a moment, we freeze the world as it moves around us. A refraction of light, a reflection of life. 102 years ago, Leica changed the course of photography, liberating photographers, creating images that were more intimate, more true to life than ever before. A shared love of photography brings us together, collaborating to create unsurpassed picture quality and capture moments that last forever. Together, Huawei and Leica reinvent smartphone photography. The Huawei P9, co-engineered with Leica.
Here I'd like to warmly welcome the CEO of Leica, Mr. Oliver Kartner. Welcome you. You know, that's way I discussed with Oliver over 1 year ago. That, you know, we have so many the Leica fans. How can we make the professional the Leica experience to our smartphone? Now that we make it happen.
I think, first of all, thank you very much, Richard, for having me. I have to say you look great outside meeting rooms. Okay. He really looks great on stage, doesn't he? So really, great to see you outside.
Thank you, thank you. I think that Oliver can show you some story. Okay,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. So first of all, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's a very, very special moment. And for me personally, it's a great honor and a pleasure to participate in that very, very special moment and event here in London. The Huawei P9, obviously, is an exceptional product, as Richard just presented to you. And that product will, for sure, set new standards in many ways. The highly innovative smartphone, co-engineered with Leica, is the starting point and the first result of a long-term collaboration between our two companies. Our aim is to develop solutions in the smartphone camera module segment and to improve, obviously, the user experience by enhancing optical performance and optical design. The strategic alliance is a defining moment in Leica's journey. Our shared passion for the perfect image has helped us to work together towards a device that will be the preferred tool for the creation of many great images, moments that inspire people around the world in terms of picture quality and creative freedom. When choosing partners for collaborations, the brand fit is always key, and sharing the same values is definitely mandatory. So the collaboration between Huawei and Leica provides fantastic opportunities. Both are global premium brands with a clear focus on the entire customer journey and a strong belief in the power of the brand experience. Both companies successfully engage with their customers across multiple languages, cultures, all kinds of channels, and obviously devices. We keep photography and consumers with their experience in our focus. And that is exactly where we are simply connecting the dots between the two companies. Huawei is a very reliable partner and a respected representative of the rich history and culture of China. Our companies share the same vision when it comes to photography, and we both put a lot of effort into ensuring quality. Our process really starts with the identification of a consumer need and then developing the best solution to meet it. We offer the consumers the best elements of two acknowledged brands by combining innovation and design and obviously enhancing the user experience by offering premium image quality. Our philosophy at Leica clearly is to concentrate on the essential, and the essential element of photography is the image. What drives us is the passion for creating unique images. The legendary status of Leica as a brand is founded on a long tradition of excellence in the production of absolutely brilliant cameras and lenses. And you know what? We at Leica, we just don't build cameras and lenses. We create everlasting values that set outstanding standards. The secret to our success? Ingenious engineering, it's high attention to detail and traditional craftsmanship. And the result? Well, it's timeless classic products and technical masterpieces. As you know, Leica is a German engineering at its best. And our focus is first and foremost on the needs of our consumers and professional photographers. Our products are designed from the ground up as tools for creating completely unique visual experiences. Nothing more and nothing less. This approach and our technical expertise make our optical instruments ideal companions for every situation, offering the highest possible reliability. In recent years, Leica has fundamentally shaped its camera portfolio and expanded it with numerous innovative products. You all know the Leica M. Well, of course the Leica M continues to be our backbone and ambassador of our brand. It clearly balances tradition and modernity in an absolutely unique way and stands out for its timeless, minimalistic design. The Leica Q, with its full-frame sensor, fixed local length, built-in Wi-Fi module and contemporary design, offers unlimited creativity, and in very, very short time frame, the Leica Q made a lot of friends worldwide. The Leica SL marks the beginning of a new era of professional photography. As the first mirrorless system of its kind, it offers an impressive range of innovative features and sets really new standards. And we can really proudly say that today, there is no field of application that we do not cover with our versatile and premium camera portfolio. The concept that is behind every Leica camera marks our philosophy, pushing the limits of what is technically possible whilst being extraordinarily focused on what is essential for photography, the users and the consumers. A Leica image has an unmistakable character with a structure, depth, and natural expression that goes far beyond typical parameters such as sharpness, contrast, and resolution. This really makes a Leica image very unique. This is our benchmark for every product we develop, and also for the co-engineering part for the Huawei P9 and its innovative dual lens camera. This is a really new type of experience. The handling of Leica products is a source of intense pleasure. They're intuitive and easy to understand. And our cameras allow complete concentration on the subject, means no, you're not having to battle with the camera settings. Focus on the image, focusing on what you'd like to achieve. And this approach has been transferred to the design of the Huawei P9's graphical user interface. Leica shares a passion for creative photography of the highest standards with many people around the world. I'm so glad to see that there are some sitting here in the audience. Photography plays an important role for all our visual minds, and it always have been considered to have a special status for truthfully recording the world in a very unique way. And you know what? History can be written or photographed. For over 100 years, concretely 102 years, famous photographers from around the world have been capturing once-in-a-lifetime moments with the Leica camera. And these moments will definitely remain unforgettable. We use photography to inspire or to evoke inspiration, among others. And photography has undergone many transformations, and the process is, as you all know, still ongoing. So, what is the future of photography? Our vision is to have every person in the world connected with picture taking. And both smartphones and cameras will help us to connect with consumers and allow people to take photos and to share photos. Mobile devices allow everyone to be a creator and enable a different type of photography. It's a very nice extra asset in our world. That's why we say, and we really do that, Leica openly welcomes smartphones in the world of photography. Smartphone images have become an instant method of communication and a democratic visual language without boundaries. We believe that consumers are nowadays using both Huawei and Leica cameras, Huawei smartphones and Leica cameras, in a playful manner, depending on the situation, the moment, and your personal desired result. The technology partnership with Huawei offers Leica an excellent opportunity to introduce its proven optical expertise into a new product segment. Acting from a position of strength, we aim to unlock exciting business areas in the field of mobile devices, and definitely we strive for growth through joint efforts. We are absolutely convinced that combining Huawei's strength in building first-class communicational devices with Leica optical excellence will truly foster the reinvention of smartphone photography and generate big ideas that will shape our future. We believe in the power of this collaboration, and we also believe in uncompromising quality, craftsmanship, and true innovation. All of these values are at the heart of Huawei, as it is at the heart of Leica and our common partnership, and the innovations that will follow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you for your introduction. And you know that Huawei, that we really want to, with Huawei with Leica together, to bring the art of photography to our smartphone, P9, and with our brilliant quality, intuitive response, and also artistic style to you. So let's look how brilliant quality we can bring to you. Inside this P9, actually we have the two dual camera lens, and in each lens we have 6 pieces, totally 12 pieces in so compact body. So how can you imagine that it's in so tiny body we can use in 12 difficult pieces? And also this lens is also by the Leica is maybe the industry, the world most difficult lens to make. They're using a lot of new technology and also from Leica. And this can, especially that's specifically designed for the P9, which want to get guarantee the best quality of picture you can take. And also we bring not only the lens, but also the revolutionary camera technologies inside this. It's designed for perfect photo. Actually, we partnership with Leica. Not only the lens design, but also the photo imaging processing, all the camera, the skills. So really, it's amazing. And also inside this, that's behind the lens is the sensor, the camera sensor. We're using the more large, big pixel sensor, and over 24% larger than the last generation, than the other smartphone in the world, but also a little bit larger than the iPhone 6s. It's the 1.25 mm, 12 megapixel, big pixel sensor. But more importantly, it's just not just the big pixel sensor, but more importantly, we are using two large big pixel sensors. The more light, the better picture. That's we have one RGB sensor, but on the other hand, we also have one monochrome sensor. The monochrome sensor, compared with the RGB sensor, it can have 300% more light. So we combine these two together because of the dual camera system. So we can achieve over 270% more light than the iPhone 6s, and over 90% more light than Galaxy S7. The more light, the better for your better quality, especially the low light condition. I have some photos to show you that. For example, this is a low light portrait. You can see how good this P9 can take compared with the iPhone 6s. iPhone 6s also have very good photography capability, but we are even much better. And also this backlight portrait is also taken by this P9 compared with, in the same scenario, compared with iPhone, with Samsung Galaxy S7, we are much better. And also that because we have two sensors, one RGB, one monochrome. The monochrome we combine these two together, we have more color, more vivid color, and more details. That's how we can achieve crisper detail and vivid color together. That's we provide you is really the Leica imaging quality. That's really can bring you the unimaginable sharpness, color, and clarity. And also this is also, I can show you some of the photo. For example, this one is a sunset photography, and it's taken by this P9. You can see a high dynamic, and also you can high contrast. So this low light condition, how good is the color, the contrast. And this is a traditional landscape photography. It's taken by P9 in California. You can see that is how clarity, how high dynamic, how vivid color. You can see this. Another one, this one is the low light condition photography. You can see that it's low light. It's taken by P9 in China, Shenzhen. Actually, you can see that in the low light condition, less noise, the better color. We also not only can provide you the brilliant quality, the photo, pictures, but more importantly, we have intuitive response. How can we do that? That's intuitive response. That in some challenging conditions, the light condition, for example, in the micro in the backlight, low light condition, and also in some very complex light condition, it's quite difficult for the smartphone to take the focus. But the Huawei P9, our solution is hybrid focus solution. Hybrid autofocus. We have the laser focus, the depth focus, and also the contrast focus. Three technology working together to guarantee you to get the fast and the best precise focus. The laser focus inside this, this is the black hole here. actually it's a laser. Laser is sent out and receive, and it's for short range focus. It's very accurate, within typically 1.2 meters. So it's very accurate, and for the long range, the next. With a dual lens, we can have precise depth focus. Because that's like the people, you have two eyes. With one eye, you cannot have the depth information, but the two eyes together, we can have the depth. The depth for the dual lens, for the long range focus. And also embedded, we have the world's first dedicated depth ISP, the photo imaging processor. It can achieve 200% faster than software depth calculation. And also inside the P9, the new generation Huawei, the very powerful chipset. But inside this chipset, we also have the new ISP, the imaging signal processor, with very strong processing power, fast speed, high throughput, but also new algorithm running on it. I have some photo to show you. Just for example, this screen, very fast speed. You can see the focus, the very quick focus. And also this is another scenario. For example, this guy is running send out the rope. So you can see that's fast focus, no blur on this. You can see that it's a very fast focus. So you know that we not just satisfied with a good, fast response, intuitive response, but also we hope we can get the artistic style. You know, many people like this style, the professional bouquet. How can we take this kind of photo with a smartphone? Actually, in the industry, nobody can do this. Only with a very bulky, big professional camera. And the Leica they can do Leica camera, and also the very professional camera they can do. But with smartphone you cannot do it. But with Huawei P9 we can do it. It's really the world's first wide aperture smartphone camera with the instant preview. You can on the camera, the menu you can select the wide aperture. Then you can take this kind of photo. You can see that I show you some photo taken by this P9. You can see the low light, the candle light. You can see that far away, the blurred. So how vivid color, how you can see that the light circle. And also, you can see this lady is taken by the photo taken by this. You can see the backlight. How is I show this photo to some friends. The first reaction is taken by the professional camera, but I tell them this these are not unbelievable for them. This is taken by smartphone, the P9. And this case, actually, this is one of my colleagues, the R&D designers of this P9, his daughter. You can see this kind of photo is taken by. They take a lot of photos, professional photos by P9. This is one of the photos I think you can show you. And also, this, you can see this one. This is China Forbidden City. You can see that nearby is very clear, but far away, the Forbidden City, the building is blurred, okay? But all the wide aperture photo, Huawei P9, we can let you to change the focus even after take the photo. But because you still can change it, I should show you. For example, I want to see clearly that building, the Forbidden Palace building. You can see that very clearly, but not nearby blurred. So you can change it very conveniently because that's we have all the depth information in the picture. So that's why you can resave the files to any type. So it's really bring you more flexibility. Even on professional, big bulky camera, you cannot take this, but this with the Huawei P9, you can take these kind of things. Many people, including me, like the Leica classical colors. You know, this photo also taken by this P9. And this is this is in France. That is in France, the very famous Saint-Michel mountain. I remember 6 years ago in the Eastern holiday time when I work in Europe as Huawei European regional president. In the holiday time I go there. But this photo is recently that my colleague take. You can see the sunset, how bright, and the low light condition, how vivid color it can bring to you by the P9 smartphone. It's the Leica professional camera. And this time we're also introducing the Leica film mode, 3 mode. It's standard mode, and vivid mode, and also smooth mode for your selection. The vivid mode especially good to take the scenery, very beautiful scenery, and beautiful flowers, trees, everything. So it's especially in this spring season, we can take it. I show you that one of the vivid mode you can take is, for example, this color. So it's in this rainy season, across the window we can take this really vivid color, and also the standard mode, the true to life color. You can see that's taken by this P9. And also we also have the smooth mode. For example, you take the more balanced, smooth, the balanced color. You can see that. And also, many people, they love the Leica black and white. It's the classical black and white color. But with smartphone, typically you cannot take this so professional black and white color. But with P9, you can achieve it. This photo in Mexico also taken by this P9. I can show you some more photo, like this photo by P9. You can see we call it atmospheric photo. You can feel the air. You can see that the light over the people. You can see that. This kind of really professional photo. In the past, only can take by the professional cameras. Today, we bring the Leica this technology to the smartphone. And also, this is using a black and white mode for the fine detail, the scenery picture. You can see that. You can see the smooth grading, all the details. Maybe this project is not good enough to show you that all the fine details. Maybe on better display screen, you can look better, much better. We also bring you the Leica experience, this shutter sound. The Leica shutter sound, you can see. Also the Leica UI and the Leica font. And in the camera menu, you slide from left to right. You can introduce in the mode selection. And from right to left, you can enter into the setup for your selection. So it gives you more flexibility. And we're even introducing the professional mode for your selection. Full control, full manual control for you. I think that, for the professional guy, this professional mode really can help you to take real professional photo. And a very impressive photo. I found some colleague, they taken by the professional mode, they take the photo. They change the ISO, change the focus, the manual focus, even the white balance, the metering, everything. So you can manually just set that, and you can take a real professional photo. I show you some photo taken by for example, this against the light and in the skiing, so you can see that how the manual focus works very well. And also, this one is a firewall in the evening. Firewall, that's quite difficult. The firewall, immediately the focus actually is difficult, but in the manual, we can take this kind of professional, very difficult professional photo. So I have a video to show you our camera experience. Maybe you can look.
The eye A miracle of evolution. Our window on the world. Two lenses, refined to perfection. A photon of light. A pixel of perfection. Your vision captured in precision detail. Life with focus. Life with depth. Life in every moment. Capture each moment, every memory. Introducing the Huawei P9. Change the way you see the world.
Huawei, we want to reinvent the smartphone photography, but also that we bring you the art of technology on the smartphone, not only the photography. On this Huawei P9, we introducing the new generation of fingerprint sensor. How this works? We bring the fingerprint sensor to level 4. You know that in the industry, the other vendors are only level 1 and level 2. And from Huawei Mate 8 last year, we launched the product. We leveraged it to level 3. But today, the P9 to level 4. The high security fingerprint, more fast, more accurate. And also, you know that we have inside this phone, we have the best performance, balance in the performance and the power consumption. The best balanced processor. The Kirin 955 is a 2.5 gigahertz octa-core, very fast speed. And also we are using the leading 16 nanometer FinFET Plus technology for manufacturing. This one is the industry, the latest one, the most advanced one. And this is the SoC system on chip, all the modem, ISP, everything inside. And even the coprocessor inside this chipset. Over 2 billion transistors in this small chipset. It's really complicated. And also, we provide the best connectivity for the P9. We can support dual SIM card. And it depends on the network. Some carrier operators, they limited that for the dual SIM card. But in these phones, the hardware, and we already support. And most scenario, we can support the dual SIM card. And we also one SIM card can working the slot, can working as the expandable, the micro SD capacity expansion. So we can expand another 128 gig or 256 or even 1,000 gig. So that's for more capacity expansion. And also it's a Huawei patent. And we launched this kind of technology 2 years ago from Huawei P7. And recently we found the industry, the other leading vendors, they are using our patents also to do this. But we're proud of this is a Huawei patent. And also we're proud of that Huawei P9 have the industry the fastest network search. Using, for example, I fly from China, I land in London. I power on the smartphone immediately, almost immediately. My phone is running on the network. Even I have 2 SIM cards, 2 network is immediate. So it's very fast. Because we are professional telecom technology provider, so we know the network. We can make it with much better performance, much faster. So we support the globally many frequency band, and so it's a guarantee for global roaming, but also the more convenience to you. Technology we want to do to enrich the people's life, but in life always meet some problems sometimes. How can we do that? For example, this is a scenario. People are always using the Wi-Fi. So because in some areas, there's so many Wi-Fi hotspots. But it doesn't mean that the Wi-Fi hotspot have good signal. It doesn't mean have good speed. So how can we do that? How can we know that which one is the fast speed? So I will show you Huawei P9. We can have smart Wi-Fi ranking, and we can know the phone can know that which Wi-Fi has fast speed. We can ranking that. It's based not just on the signal strength, but more importantly on the QoE, quality of experience. Which one is really fast? So that can bring you more convenience. Another things, sometimes in the indoor, some of the weak signal area. But you know that human beings' hand the shell to the smartphone. But how can your hand hold it, the signal getting weaker, but how can you make it stronger? How can you do that? And you know that the P9 we're proud of introducing the world industry, the first triple antenna inside, which can intelligently to switch. If your right hand you take it, you always can find the best antenna for it, and your left hand take it, you all can switch the antenna to find the best antenna, best signal for you. So it's really smart. Another technology I want to show you is sometimes many Android consumers, especially Google Android smartphone, when you're using that month after month, year after year, the smartphone speed will slow down. You don't know why. Why is that? Because your apps, a lot of apps you are using, will create a lot of fragment files. Like your PC, you're using also like that, the fragment file. But while we have the solution for you, is we're introducing the new file system optimization, which can help you to achieve more fast speed. You not slow down. So that is really, you can see, you feel that it's maybe small things, but actually the big things. Because we optimize the whole Android file system. So that can really make. That's I mean joking that it's like human beings. Maybe your heart have some problem. This can to repair your heart. That's like that. That's we from the global market survey that today the smartphone users, the top one headache things is what it's the battery life. The top one headache things, the battery life. But we're proud of the Huawei P9 have long-lasting 3,000 milliampere battery inside, and also with a low power consumption chipset we're using, we can help you to achieve. You can see the 12-hour video watching. Even when the flight from Hong Kong to London is 12-hour flight, I can continue to watching the video using this P9 and stop. And also we can support 8-hour 4G network browsing, 4G browsing. So it's really long battery life. And more importantly, so very important figure is over 1 day heavy usage. I'm one of the heavy usage because if I using the iPhone 6s in the afternoon, I start using it in the morning, but in the afternoon the phone will run out of battery. But with Huawei P9, even late in the evening, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock back home, still have battery. So I think that's a big difference. That's a long battery life over 1 day usage. I give this target to our team achieved it. Even compared with our last generation, the P8, we also dramatically improved. And compared with the other products, you can see near 44% improvement. That sometimes in the evening, I forgot to charge my smartphone. But I get up in the morning, I want to go to the office, but I found, I forgot to charge the phone. Then in very short time, I needed to charge the phone. How can I do that? So we, P9 and P9 Plus, we both support rapid charging, fast charging. In 10 minutes charging, you can let the phone to running for 5 hours talking. Really fast charging. And also we're introducing the Type-C. In the past, the Android phone, smartphone all using the micro USB. Micro USB you have to not upside down as you cannot plug in. But with Type-C, very convenient, just plug in. No matter upside down, so it's really convenient. But more fast charging, that's really can make it bring you more convenience. And we bring you the art of craftsmanship, photography, and also the technologies to you. Do you feel it's enough? If some people say that I need more, how can you give more? If you need more, you need a plus. What's the plus? The Huawei P9 Plus. We totally bring 6 plus to you. I'm joking 6 plus. You can read that, the 6 plus here we bring to you on the Huawei P9 Plus. So I can show you some of the plus. First one is more large screen. The screen is plus, the more large screen, and also the 5.5-inch Full HD with over 400 ppi is more than your eye can identify. But more importantly is high color saturation rate and also high contrast to help you to watch more vivid color. So if you compare with the iPhone with other smartphone, you can see this is really good color. And more importantly, the compact body. We're proud of our phone have the same size screen with iPhone 6s Plus 5.5-inch. But I can see it's much shorter, much narrower, much slimmer. So you're much more compact. So you're not like the bulky feeling. And you in your hand is phone. In your pocket, it's not bulky, but it's still the large screen phones. And you can see that this more slimmer. You can see that compared with the other S7, and we even 0.7 millimeters thinner than the Galaxy S7, much thinner than S7 Edge. And also you can see even 7 slimmer than iPhone 6s Plus, 0.3 millimeter thinner. You can see that. And also no camera bump. But more importantly, people ask that your phone is slimmer, but that means your phone will have a smaller battery. No, we have large battery. We have 3,400 milliampere battery in so ultra compact and slim body. It's much larger. You know the iPhone 6s Plus only have 2,750 milliampere hour, but we have 3,400 milliampere hour battery. And if our thickness the same as our competitor product, our battery will over 4,000 milliampere hour battery, 4,300 like that. But you know but we are much slimmer with still large battery, and we can achieve. You can see that's 14 hours HD video watching, okay, and even the 9 hours 4G connection. So it's really for heavy users, you're worry free for the 1 day heavy usage, and even for normal users, we can achieve 2 days usage. I show you the next. You can see that 2-day normal usage, normal subscriber. Yes, that's really convenient, more convenience for you. And also, you know, inside the P9 Plus, we even have more fast speed for charging than the P9. The P9 Plus we using dual IC for the fast charging, the quick charging. You can see that in 10 minutes charging, we can utilize the phone for 6 hours talking. So over 200% faster than the iPhone 6s Plus. And also, you know, sometimes you're using a smartphone to watching the video, but you know, most of the smartphones, they only have 1 speaker, but we have 2 speakers. And 1 speaker in the bottom, and another speaker in front. This is a receiver when you make a phone call. But this is loudly, it also can working as a speaker for help you stereo to listen stereo sound in horizontally when you're watching. And also, but when you vertically using this phone, and this can also help you to listen hi-fi sound. In the bottom is bass, and the up is treble. So really much better sound you can achieve. And also, you know that today the other flagship smartphone, no one they are introducing using the AF on the front camera. But we're proud of our P9 Plus using the autofocus 8 megapixel front camera to help you take a much better selfie. You know why people ask me, why are you using the AF for that? Because all the other is FF. But using AF, you can make the much larger aperture. If you use FF, your aperture will be lower. So that's a big benefit to take the photo. Another is today many people they are using the selfie sticks to take the selfie. So it can help you to take a more clear clarity, more clear photo. Another thing we're introducing on the P9 Plus is the force touch, the press touch. Someone that call it the force touch, and we call it the press touch. But actually, it's the same technology. Today, we support 2 levels of pressure. So, and also, today that inside the 18 native apps already can support this fast connection, fast pop-up, this functionality. And also, even that we can help you to do more things. For example, watching this picture, I can watch in more details. I just by pressure. So, and not only it's very convenient for you to do a lot of things. So it's really it's more convenience, and so it can help you to fast access to some apps, some functionality. But I do believe that with time flying, more apps will support this force touch, this press touch functionality. Another convenient things we bring to you is we call it all-in-one remote controller. You can see this black hole here. Actually, it's an infrared remote controller. Maybe at your home you have a lot of controller for your TV, for your set box, for a lot of things, for your air conditioner, a lot of things. But sometimes when you want to use, you don't know where is the controller. But with one smartphone, the P9 Plus, you can do everything. All the things you can control. The Huawei P9 Plus, we bring you 4 colors for your selection. That's ceramic white, rose gold, haze gold, and quartz green. 4 colors for your selection. The P9, we bring you 6 colors for your selection. The P9 Plus, 4 colors for your selection. And also, that's we also bring you the more user-friendly accessory for your selection. I will show you some of them. For example, this one is the smart cover, the customer smart cover. From this cover, the window you can pick up the phone call, you can watch the message, and you also can see the time, the weather, the notification. It's very convenient. This is for the golden color the phones, and with this cover. But also, with the rose gold color of the phone, also have the rose gold match, the smart cover for it. It feels premium, convenient, and also protect the phone. And also for our white, ceramic white phone, you also have the matched smart cover for it. It's a beautiful cover you can bring. You know that sometimes people need more freedom, more hand-free talk and check. So that sports check. How can we do that? I bring a new accessory. It's Huawei TalkBand B3. This one with a touch screen. You can see that it's automatically I can rotate it. So it's all the functionality here. Actually, this we can make the phone call from here, and also we have all the check functionality. The best, like you compare with last generation, you can see that more fit to your wrist. The full metal design, they improved this design. And also, you have not only the better design, but also better audio quality, 20% larger volume on the earpieces. And also, you can reduce the 80% of the wind noise. And also, with the design for this, you can see them very comfortably to pick up a phone call. And with this, the TPU plus the design is very comfortable to fit all the ears. It's really hand-free. So pick up a phone call is hand-free. And also, and more importantly, is that this accessory, I think is we can, next slide, I show you, you have more accurate checking inside. You can check no matter you are walking, you are running, you are climbing the mountain, you are climbing stairs, or you are cycling, or even you are sleeping, it all can give you very accurate checking. More accurate than last generation B2, and much more accurate than Fitbit and Jawbone than the others. So because we have a lot of new algorithms, and also we have a lot of new generation sensors inside this. The barometer sensor, the cap sensor, and also the G sensor, a lot of sensors. It's a guarantee that give the guidance to your health and give you more flexibility. You know, you even can directly call from this, and you can use this. And also, this is a B3, and we bring you 3 model and 5 color for your selection. One is classic with 2 color, another is the elite, the metal left, and another is the active for sports, 2 color. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today is my presentation for the P9 and P9 Plus. Thank you for your attention, and I have video to wrap up my presentation. I hope you like Huawei P9 and P9 Plus. Thank you.
Huawei P9 co-engineered with Leica and a new way to see the world. Lots more still to bring you. To mark the launch of the P9, Hawaii worked with some world-renowned photographers, truly inspirational photographers, and they took the P9 around the world to gather together some truly inspirational photographs, some of which you can see out in the corridors today. These photographers captured some truly iconic images, and they just show how unparalleled the photographic properties are of the Huawei P9. Next, we have the opportunity to hear directly from the photographers themselves as they share their individual experience and, of course, inspirations behind some of these sure-to-be iconic images. We have already seen a glimpse of the dual camera. Now it's time to see it in action. To introduce our superstar photographers to the stage, please welcome a man who knows everything there is to know about smartphone photography. Huawei's camera technology expert and global vice president of handsets, Li Chengqiu.
Thank you, Sabrina. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. And I'm Li Chengqiu. I'm the Huawei smartphone user, and also I'm one of the Leica fans. And like Richard has introduced, and what Huawei aims to do is to bring the art of the photography to our consumer and to create a unique experience for them. We felt incredibly fortunate to build this strategic partnership with Leica, who is known for the premium products and over 100 years of experience on the picture quality. To give you an idea about the quality of P9 camera system, it's my great pleasure to welcome 4 world-class photographers to this stage this afternoon to share their experience working with P9. The first photographer, Mr. David Gutenfelder, and he is from National Geographic. And he is the photography fellow of National Geographic. He has been the photojournalist for over 25 years. And over this long time, he has seen a lot of change. But for him, the change means opportunity rather than the obstacles. So let's take a look at what he worked.
Photography plays many roles in the world. It entertains, inspires, it captures history. But the most important to me is it allows people to connect with one another. Photography has never been as popular as it is now. And now the quality of the smartphones is amazing.
I've got to try to take some photos in very low light, and what better place than the square where all the mariachis perform.
One great feature of the camera is its dual lens. It allows you to shoot in black and white, it's incredible in low light, and it allows you to adjust your depth of field and change my ISO. I've never seen that in a smartphone. I shoot literally hundreds of thousands of photos a year, but I feel that when I take one that really matters, I know it.
So ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome Mr. David Gutenfelder. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. As you said, I have been a photojournalist for quite some time, and I've seen a lot of change in those 25 years as a photographer. When I began, I was a young news photographer, and I lived in Africa for a decade. And at that time, things were very different. For me to take a picture and to transmit a picture out for the world, the magazines and the newspapers I worked for to see, I had to develop my film in the field every day, and sometimes I had to take the negatives and hang them wet on clotheslines or hang them even from tree branches to dry them. And so for me, in the last few years, to be able to carry a smartphone around in my back pocket was for sure a a very welcomed change and an opportunity for me, both professionally and personally as a photographer. And the other thing that I feel has really changed very recently is that I think there used to be a very fine, strong divide between the kinds of pictures or even the purpose of the pictures that I would take with my traditional professional DSLR cameras and the pictures that I would take with my smartphone. I think that line has really begun to blur. I think this year, if I look at the pages of National Geographic and the photographs that I will be publishing in the magazine, there are probably an equal number or close to an equal number of pictures that I shot with a smartphone as there are pictures that I shot with a DSLR camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, I totally agree with you. And the smartphone camera is playing more and more important roles in the photography. And also, as you said, it has some unique advantage in some scenarios. I heard that recently you have taken the P9 to Mexico. We have a look of what you take over there.
Yes, to test the P9, I went to central Mexico and I took a road trip. And my intention was to look for photographs that really were iconic, sort of traditional Mexican culture, and also images that maybe would challenge some of the sometimes negative stereotypes they have about may have about the country. But I also wanted to work as a documentary photographer, to work in the way that I always work for National Geographic, and that was really just to wander and to meet as many people and photograph people along the way. This photo is an example of that. This is very much a normal everyday life scene. This is a very small family-owned restaurant on the roadside that we stopped one morning for breakfast.
Yeah, yeah. I like the beam of the light. It looks so magic. How do you make that?
Well, it was actually a very low light situation.
Yeah, really.
So it was very important to have a camera that was very responsive into the low light conditions. And also, it was very important for me to be able to control the camera in a very totally manual way, in the way that I would use a traditional professional camera. I've been a Leica photographer for a very long time, and I was happy that the interface of the camera was very familiar. The sort of virtual buttons and even the language that's used and the font, it's all very familiar to a Leica user and very easy to use.
Yeah. Actually, we developed this operation manual together with Leica to generally follow the style, Leica style. And just now you mentioned that it's true that the dim light condition is very challenging. Yeah, very challenging. And thanks for the big pixel size of P9 and also the dual camera system, and it make a great contribution to improve a lot on the performance in such critical condition. Yeah. And let's move forward. And to this one, very interesting. It looks like a vintage photo. Remind me something like 1950s, the cowboy culture. Can you tell the story of this picture?
Sure. As I said, I was looking for kind of classic, iconic, traditional culture there, and I found these traditional cowboys. And this was actually a sport, part of rodeoing that they do in Mexico, and it began in the mid 20th century. So I decided to photograph them training, and I don't think the smartphone would normally be thought of as the first choice to photograph action, but it was very responsive, and I also used it in monochrome mode because I did want to make a kind of timeless picture, a picture that could have been taken in the 1950s or could have been taken, this past month as I was in Mexico.
Yeah. David, may I ask how many pictures you took in your single day?
Well, we actually joke a lot about that at National Geographic. We take literally tens of thousands of pictures on assignment, and yes, and it was the same on this trip. I was there 10 days. It was common for me to shoot 1,000 pictures in a day, probably.
It needs a very powerful power bank.
Yes, power battery life is always a complicated part of photography, whether you're using a DSLR or a smartphone, especially among smartphone, and this was a very different situation. I found that from early morning to late at night, I didn't have to think about that much at all. It wasn't an issue at all.
Oh, great. Richard will be pleased to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, actually, for the P9 battery life, don't worry, it will surprise you. Okay, thank you, David, for your sharing. Wonderful picture, wonderful journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The next photographer, Mr. Ruben Crabbe, and he is a professional ski photographer. And he grew up in skiing in Banff, Canada. Recently has returned Banff to test out the P9. Let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, warmly welcome Mr. Ruben Crabbe. Hi, Ruben. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You know that one of the things I love about your work is the power in your picture. When I'm going through your portfolio, I found some of the pictures are really, really amazing. It captures the spirit of the mountain and also the adventure of the sports. And could you share with us the story behind the pictures?
Yeah, for myself as a professional ski photographer, I get to ski for something like 100 days a year, but I do that with this 30 or 40 pound camera bag all the time.
Yeah.
So for the P9 project, I was really excited to get to try to go skiing and leave that entire camera bag at home and just carry around a cell phone and get to go create the images that I love to make with just that. So here I've got some images to show you. This first one here is of a skier named Garrett that I was working with for the week in Banff. And I wanted, from the start, to make sure I got one great classic backflip photo, because it's a shot that everyone loves to see. And to do that, you need to find a place where you're going to be able to make a great jump, but then also create the great image shape that you want to get. So it took us a while to find the right jump spot and then to get Garrett elevated in the sky. And then after a bit, we got to work through it, and I got to actually shooting the photo, and I finally discovered what was fantastic about the P9. And for me, that is the fact that its burst mode has 16 frames a second, which is a really, really impressive number of frames. And that lets you go through this whole spread of images from when he takes off the jump to landing, and then you can pick out that one perfect frame. And that's super valuable as a sports photographer. And then everything else that the camera does on the other side of detail in the background and the brightness and darkness, everything else worked out great.
Oh, it's great. And by the way, it looks very cold here. How about the temperature?
When we were shooting on this day, it was about -10 or -15 degrees. And throughout the shoot, we actually never had a P9 freeze on us, which is something that I can't say about every other smartphone that I've shot on.
So for P9, there is no need about the temperature. -15 for P9, it's a piece of cake. Let's move to the next picture. It's very impressive, this one. And may I ask why you decide to shoot it in black and white mode?
Yeah, for myself, I love to create a black and white image when I want you to concentrate more on the emotion than exactly what might be happening there. And for me, this image, I wanted to create something that would show you how I feel in the mountains, which is this amazing connection to nature, but you also feel very, very small compared to these massive grand peaks around you. So that's why I wanted to shoot this in black and white. But it's funny for me to stand up here and say that I shot this because I didn't actually shoot this photo. That's actually me standing there in this photo.
Really? You mean that guy is you?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the subject in this shot.
Oh.
As we were skiing down the face of this mountain, I saw this perfect opportunity for the photo, and I said to the cinematographer, "Can you go down to that edge?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm not going to do that." So then I said, "Okay, well that's fine. I don't want to make you do something you don't want to." And instead I gave him the camera and said, "All right, here, this is how I want you to shoot it." And we put it into the black and white mode. And then I went out onto the cliff edge and he shot the photo. And he created exactly what I wanted.
Okay, it's very impressive. So,
And then the other thing that worked out really well with this shot is that the dynamic range on the P9 is fantastic.
Yeah.
The background is really, really bright. The foreground, those rocks are really, really dark. And throughout this total spread,
yeah.
it doesn't lose detail anywhere.
Yeah. Thank you for your sharing. And actually, this is owing to the advantage of the monochrome sensor. In P9, actually, maybe you don't know, in P9, actually, you have got two cameras. One is color, another one is a monochrome camera. And just like our AM series, AM monochrome, it's the same to take the pure black and white pictures. It's very interesting. So please don't forget to try the P9 monochrome camera. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. So let's use a video clip to understand, to learn more about the next photographer.
I think smartphone is nowadays is very, very important for people, even like a professional photographer like me.
This photographer, he is from China, frequently travel all the amazing places around the world. He has been a teacher, interpreter, journalist, editor, even a businessman. He taught himself how to take pictures. And now he is a professional freelance photographer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's warmly welcome Mr. Zhu Yinghao. Welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Tanju. Thank Huawei. It's really a great honor to be here. Yeah, you are right. I did a lot of job before I take photography. And when I pursue my interest in photography, I think for me, it's really the best way to express myself.
Yes.
And when I was traveling around the world, I take pictures and I share my story with my friends and my traveling magazine readers. And actually, I think that professional photography, if you are using the professional equipment, it involves a lot of things. It takes more consideration and more energy and more time, sometimes more patience. And more important for me, it's more ways. Because I'm not a big man, yeah.
No, you are so strong.
I'm strong, thank you. Okay, so, but for device like P9, I think it's another story for me. Because P9, I think it's more convenient and more intimate, personally I think, like David said. And also it's more emotional, yeah. So it allows me to capture of and visualize the fleeting inspiration, which is popping in my mind, and also to capture even a crying face of a baby. Yeah, so it gives me a lot of access to my personal normal life and transit into a very interesting journey. Yeah.
Great. About the journey, let's have a look about your photos.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, please share this story of this photo.
Yeah, as you can see, the background is a snow mountain, which is really the part of the Himalaya, a very famous place in the world, beautiful. And also in the front, you can see two people on the boat fishing. The reason why I took this picture is because I think, for me, the people here, although this is very, very tourist destination, they are fighting to maintain the tranquility of the personal life in China. So I really respect them. And also, Changzhou, by the way, I found a very interesting things about this picture, because when I zoom in, I think the picture, the detail is really wonderful.
Yes?
Yeah.
And I think this is thanks for the big pixel size, and also greatly thanks for the dual camera system I mentioned. We have dual camera, and one is the color camera is capture the image and the color, and another monochrome is to capture the details and also helps to reduce the noise. So that's why about the detail, about the noise, it has improved a lot, has a much better performance than before.
That's great, because something like this is really worried about by the photographer before.
By the way, I noticed that there are some interesting highlights. I noticed the golden sunshine over the blue lake water surface. It's in harmony. Can you explain this color?
Yeah, it's as a photographer, I'm always looking for some magic moment like this one. And you can see the golden warmth, which is coming from the sunset and reflected on the ripple of the wave, and against the coldness of the cloud, blue cloud, which is, I was so lucky to put them all in one picture.
Okay. Thank you for a magic moment.
Thank you.
Let's move to this one. I have seen a lot of photos, but this one immediately captured my attention. Even it's a very normal setting.
Oh, really? Why?
Yes, because from the first sight, it looks like an oil painting. But when you notice the color saturation, the color gradients is so smooth. And also, look at the wall. It contains a lot of texture and beautiful details. The whole picture is warm, but it gives me a slight feeling of loneliness.
Oh, loneliness. I love the word. I love the word. Thank you. It's really the point I want to make here. And typically, I want to talking about some technology of this one. If you look very close, top down, and you can see the transition of the vivid color. It's very beautiful, and it reminds me of classic Leica style. Just we were talking about Leica. And okay, before I explain a little bit more interesting story about behind this picture, I want to ask you a question, a small question. Can you recognize the plant here in the picture?
It's a kind of a wild fruit.
No.
It looks very poisonous.
No, it's not poison. Actually, it's very healthy. I think that most of the people here drink it every day. Most of the people. It's a coffee bean.
Oh, coffee bean?
Yeah, it's a coffee bean. It's a very common part of the life here. Also for Chinese, now more and more people take coffee. So I'll tell the story about this picture. It's about, I traveled a long way to the very, very remote mountain village in south of China as well. And 124 years ago, there's a French priest. He came to this village and he tried to settle down. And he was so urgently missing his coffee from home when he woke up every morning, just like you guys do here. And so he tried to plan a coffee trip because there's no coffee at that time in China. And the coffee seed he took from Vietnam, far away as well. And as time goes by, the priest is gone, but now the coffee tree survived. And he became one of the oldest coffee tree in China now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very, very precious. And now I try to use this picture, the vintage color and the stick of the coffee bean. I try to use it to pay my respect to the loneliness of the pioneer in China, the priest. The feeling, I think, the loneliness he felt is really touched me.
Oh, I received that.
Thank you.
I love this story. I think this story make this picture more complete. When we are designing the P9 camera system, also we want to help the photographer not only capture the image, capture the wonderful moments, but more important to help them to capture the whole story.
Yeah, the storytelling.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing, Yinghao, very wonderful pictures. Thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, I would like to welcome Mary McCartney. Born in London in 1969, Mary has focused on discovering rare moments of unguarded, emotionally charged intimacy that offers us a new insight to the subject. Her work has been exhibited around the world, and she also contributes to magazines like British Vogue and the Vanity Fair US. She has taken portraits of everyone from Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II to Hollywood stars and global musicians. Please warmly welcome Mary McCartney to the stage. Mary, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. And as a Leica photographer, may I ask what Leica means to you?
Leica, for me, has a lot of different emotions.
Yeah.
When I think of Leica, I think of my first camera that I was given when I became a professional photographer. My mother gave me her Leica camera, and from there I've used them ever since throughout my career. The thing is, I find that the lenses, first of all, the lenses are amazing, so that's one of the main reasons that I use them. And also the design is very slick and minimal. They don't over-design, and they're very, very user-friendly. So I use them all the time throughout my career.
Yeah, yeah. That's a traditional Leica, and recently we also built this strategic partnership together with Leica.
The partnership's amazing. Basically, when I use smartphones a lot for my social media, but I would never mix the two. But then when I saw that there was this partnership, I thought it was amazing because the lens in it is amazing, and the quality, I get to do all the different settings that I would use on my Leica, but it's in the smartphone, so I have that spontaneity that I search for in the pictures that I take.
Yeah. You have used the P9 to take a lot of pictures already.
Yeah,
tell us the story about those pictures.
Well, for my week, I spent the week walking around London because I think it's such a beautiful city and so diverse.
Yeah.
So I walked around probably 8 miles a day with the camera and the smartphone, and on this day it was raining and I got into a taxi and I took some different pictures using the water droplets then with the kind of commuters going into work in the morning. I think when I take pictures I like them to be something that I would put up on my wall, and this I think is quite artistic, and I like the detail and the grain, but also the fact that it has some mystery to it for me. I like to make up the story of what everybody's doing and where they're going.
Yeah. I feel the raindrop on the window is so clear, so it's like steel, but the man in black is a little bit Russian.
I mean, the detail of the raindrops on the window is pretty amazing. I think that it's so crisp, and all the shapes that it's forming are kind of quite make me daydream, which is what I like to do with this picture.
Yeah. The next one is more interesting. The surface of our album, and I interested on the girl. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because he looks so natural in front of your camera.
Yeah.
Is he your professional model?
No, she's not a professional model. She's just a
really?
person that I found in the street.
Oh, really?
I was walking around, and what was good was because I had the smartphone instead of a big camera, I could just wander around and nobody was, if you have a big camera, people look at you and they wonder why you're walking around with the camera. So with this, I spotted her and I loved her kind of old-fashioned look, the way she had the headscarf tied around her head. And she's quite a wonderful character and very pretty. So it had been raining, so we were huddled underneath a shop front, and I said, can I take your picture? And when she agreed, we walked around to, this is in Soho, in the market, with the old cobbles, and I just asked her to walk away and look back at me, and then really it only took probably about 4 or 5 pictures to get this moment. But I love the fact of this very Leica kind of quality of the cobbles on the street, the way the water on the cobbles, that sort of gradient of, there's no sort of hot spots, the greys and the tones of black are perfect.
Yeah. I like this point also.
I mean, I have the monochrome camera, so I was very excited to see the monochrome setting.
Okay,
I love that.
Yeah. Okay, it's great. Thank you for sharing, Mary.
Thank you very much for
Thank you so
Take
much.
Care.
Thank you. And what we can share at this stage is only a small part of all the photographers' works. And in the rear part, in the entrance hall, and you will see a lot of examples. And I hope you enjoy it. Again, thank you all the photographers for bringing us into your world with so gorgeous pictures. Thank you very much. And Huawei and Leica share the same philosophy of excellence. What we are seeing today, this afternoon, is only the first step of the long journey together between these two like-minded partners. Together, we are creating the premium photography experience. Ladies and gentlemen, so it's the P9. I love this machine. It's unique, it's exceptional with the Leica style. A new way to capture the image that shape your life, share them, and better express yourself. I hope you will enjoy your photography experience with P9, co-engineered by Huawei and Leica. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Opportunity to hear from some truly inspirational members of the photography world. Now that you've seen the camera in action, and now that we've heard from our photography partners, and you've heard the story of Huawei and Leica camera, it's time to take a look at the advertising campaign for this very special launch. A launch on the scale of Huawei P9 wouldn't be complete without a touch of Hollywood glamour. So, they have not only signed up some of the best in the world of photography, but also the best in the world of film. Campaign with Hollywood actors Scarlett Johansson and Henry Cavill. Scarlett couldn't make it today, unfortunately, because she's very busy filming in New Zealand, but she did really want to be a part of today's launch event. So she left us this message.
I've spent my life on screen working with the world's best artists. I'm on set right now creating a new film in New Zealand. Collaborating is at the heart of what I do, and I'm lucky to travel the world for my work. days, when I travel, I can share what I'm doing with my friends and family. I believe that we all have our own story to tell. We just need the tools to make it happen. Which is why I was excited to be involved with Huawei P9. Technology and photography have combined on this project to create a new way. I wish I could be there with you today. I can't wait to show you my world.
Thank you, Scarlett. So, although Scarlett couldn't attend today, we are very honoured and excited to let you know that Henry could. So, he is a Hollywood superstar, he's certainly a heartthrob, and in my opinion, he's an all-round super guy. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Henry Cavill.
How are you?
Good, I'm brilliant. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for joining us.
It's great to be here. Thank you all for coming.
So you are a self-confessed technology geek. This must be a dream.
It is, actually, yeah. I don't get the opportunity to do this kind of thing very often, and I've been sharing the stage with some great, knowledgeable and very professional people, and I feel quite humbled to be standing here, in fact.
Well, we're so pleased to have you here. I'm thinking, did you tuck in your cape behind that?
I did, yes. I wear everything underneath my suit at all times.
Okay, that makes more sense. I'll let you take the stage.
Thank you very much. Hello everybody, how are you? Thank you. I've been all around the world to promote my film recently, so it's genuinely great to be back here in London, enjoying what was nice weather when I walked in, but who knows what it's quite like now. Essentially, I'm just happy to be here today because I've been collaborating with Huawei on the launch of the exciting P9 device. And I also happen to be a huge fan, as Sabrina said, of tech gadgets, so I actually feel a little bit in my element here. Please hold. While I was at the R&D Center in Shanghai, I was very fortunate to go behind the scenes and spend some time with the talented engineers who have put an enormous amount of work into this technology and have made it a reality. They are genuine and wonderful professionals, and I'm just incredibly fortunate to have met them. Again, please hold. I was also very lucky to be one of the first people to get my hands on the P9 and test out the dual lens camera. Scarlett and I even had a bit of competition, and it turns out that she is far better at taking photographs than I am, but I definitely enjoyed the experience, and the partnership between Huawei and Leica, as proven by Scarlett and myself with our little competition, is hugely exciting and great news to enthusiastic photography fans. Finally, I would like to say thank you to the production team, as well as the legendary Mario Testino and the incredibly talented Bailey Welch. Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. I would also like to thank all of you for coming along today to share the exciting moment with us, and please join me in giving a huge round of applause to all of the brilliant engineers and designers from Huawei who have worked tirelessly with Leica to reinvent smartphone photography.
And a big thank you to Henry. So it must have been such an experience working with Mario Testino.
It truly was. The wonderful thing about Mario is that despite being a very talented man, he's a very nice and kind man too. And when I'm working in photography, it's always a bit different for me because I'm used to being in front of a camera and it all being action and scene and a preset thing, and I tend to get a little stiff and uncomfortable when it comes to just simple still photography.
I find that hard to believe, ladies.
No, it's...
Is he bad at still photography? No. Okay, carry on.
That was a strong no, thank you. Essentially, yeah, and so with Mario, it's just wonderful to have him around, and he was very good at making me feel comfortable.
And I know that Scarlett is very competitive. She won the competition, unfortunately, but what was your best shot?
My best shot was probably the shot where we were filming. We were shooting in the back streets of Shanghai, and there was this wonderful moment of a chap who was making these noodles, and he was dancing while doing it, putting on quite the show, and we had this wonderful smoke going across the scene as well. It was I think that made me my best shot, but unfortunately Scarlett beat me out in the end.
Oh, it sounds like a pretty good one. So you are a self-confessed technology geek. You went to Shanghai. It must have been like being a kid in a sweet shop, and then you had to give the phone back.
I did, yeah. I was a little disappointed in that, but you know, maybe one day, if I'm lucky enough, you know,
Maybe
Huawei
one
will.
day. Richard, do you think you could perhaps help with this? Yeah, I'd like to welcome back Richard Yu onto stage.
Huawei P9 to you as a gift. Yes, you can see on the box we have the Huawei and the Leica logo on it. Okay, I open it for you. And I think it's interesting that
It's like Christmas, but with more than just a family.
I open this box, I see it too. Even that you can see that we even have your name on it.
Oh, fantastic!
Let me show you.
So Richard has just given Henry a very special gift.
There we go. Thank goodness it's my name.
A personalised Huawei P9.
I think that maybe we can take a selfie.
Okay, so you should take a selfie.
Okay, let's together. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So Henry, now that's yours to keep. We will be keeping up on social media with how you're getting on with it.
Thank you. I will do. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Henry Cavill.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Henry.
And Richard, one thing that we're all very keen to learn about now is the cost. Tell us all about it.
Okay, I bring, you know that the Huawei P9, the first available market is here, and you can buy it from the April 16, so very soon. And also, the price here, European price $599 for the standard version, and €649 for high spec version. It's all the tax included. This is P9. And also this is the P9 Plus. It will be available from the next month, 28,000 next month. It is the first available launch to the market. And also the price for this is €749. And more additionally, we also provide something very unique things, inclusive VIP service in some European countries. 3 years warranty. I believe in this industry, nobody like us to provide this 3 months screen guarantee, 3 months product replacement. So this also shows our confidence about our quality. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. You like it.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Congratulations as well. Wow. I'm sure you all by now want to get your hands on the Huawei P9, yes? Yeah! Okay, we have lots of interesting features for you to check out before you leave, including product demo areas, which are either side of the seating area, and a special photography studio so that you can try out the Huawei P9 for yourself. All that's left for me is to thank our amazing presenters, and of course all of you guys for coming today. Those of you that are with media, please make sure that you go to the registration desk to pick up your samples, and the rest of you, the photography suite awaits. Bye!